You're listening to the DolphinsTalk.com podcast, the longest running Miami Dolphins podcast on the internet.
We're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking cerebral. Cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
Okay, so we're off to a rip-roaring start because I hit the wrong button and I didn't play the Dolph Freaky info. But you know what? We're going to roll with it on this episode of the Phreak Show. But this is the Phreak Show.
We have to sing the song now.
Yeah,
Welcome to the Phreak Show, lady in the streets, but a freak in the streets, though.
I'm like halfway through, I go, oh, I just hit the wrong button. But you know what? It's okay. We're forgiving people.
Welcome to the Phreak Show.
Welcome to the Phreak Show. Friday, December 5th. Michael Leva, Allie, Dolph Freaky. This show is brought to you by Caneswear. Everyone go to caneswear.com for the best and most affordable Miami Dolphins apparel on the internet. Christmas is coming up. Hanukkah's coming up. Whatever you celebrate. If you need gifts, go to caneswear.com. They got stuff for the Dolphins, the Heat, the Panthers, the Marlins, and, of course, the Miami Hurricanes. The most affordable stuff online. Before you go to any other website, go to caneswear.com. If you're in South Florida, stop by their shop at 2655 South University Drive in Davie. Allie, before we get going, I got to ask you, last time we spoke was pre-Thanksgiving. Yeah. How was your Thanksgiving lasagna?
It was great. You know, Mom made the pasta. You know, of course, we had the turkey. We had ham. We had all the fixins, but I enjoyed the pasta most of all. So did the kids.
Okay.
And you know what? We had a small get-together. It was just us and my parents and my Aunt Sue. And it was nice. Like, it was just, you know, watching football and just real chill. So I had a great Thanksgiving. How was yours?
It was good. It was good. Again, small gathering, you know, a traditional Thanksgiving meal for my family, which was very, very good. And now that that's behind us, we sort of, as you can see from our hats on YouTube, transitioning to Christmas and the Christmas spirit or the holiday season. Once again, whatever you celebrate. I'm always nervous because now in this rule, everyone wants to jump down your back if you say the wrong thing. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I don't care. Celebrate whatever you want. But I'm saying we are in the season here. I got my little stocking up behind me. We got our hats on. I'm finally in the spirit. I feel like it took me a little while to get there. You know, people had their Christmas trees up like before Thanksgiving even. I did. I'm not going to lie. I did only because of schedule. Because my schedule was so crazy. It's like I have a free Saturday. If I didn't do it the Saturday before, I don't know when I would have done it.
I just feel like I can't do it because I know I have to look at that for the next month. So it's not up yet, but it's going up this weekend because I'm off this weekend and we have away game football. So it's happening this weekend.
Yeah. And I'm also one of those people where I will put it up usually like the Saturday. Usually it seems now like the Saturday before Thanksgiving, but I have it down by like the 27th. I'm not one of these people who leaves it up until well into January. Me. I want it down right after Christmas is over.
Like the next day.
Let's get back to normal. Pretty much the next day. For me, it's like 27th, 28th. That thing is down.
Yeah. But you know what? My dolphin tree, it's up here. Yeah. It stays up year round and it's always there.
That should be. Because
that's the way it should be. I need a bigger one now. I'm getting a lot of ornaments. I just noticed like I had some really cute ornaments on the shelf here that are not on my tree yet. Look at this.
Oh, that's a cute one.
That's cute, right? Mike McDaniel and the guys.
That might be a collector's item soon.
Look, here's a Dolph Freaky one that somebody made.
Dolph Freaky, that's really cool.
I know, isn't that nice?
Why not? You gotta celebrate yourself.
I know. So all these have to go on the tree.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
I have a lot of ornaments of Dolphins. I have more than I thought on my tree. I just have like the one main tree, but I have all different types of ornaments. I have more than I thought of the Miami Dolphins to where like I'm putting them up. Damn, it's like the 5th or 6th one. How many do I got? Just collect them over the years.
Do a whole show about ornaments.
Oh, we could. I don't know how popular that would be, but yes, we could.
I don't know. I mean, if we open up to the public and everybody can show their fun stuff, who knows?
Let's open up the phone lines. People can just hop on here with a show.
Show your best ornament and why it's your favorite. Best ornament.
You know what? Maybe before Christmas we'll do a show like that. Who knows? I have to see if there's an appetite for it. I'm sure there is.
Everybody's like, yeah, let's do it.
We'd have to do it at night because I think time of day, like mornings, like we usually record, or now most people are at work. But
all right, hear me out.
We'll have to see.
We can have like we could come up with a little name for it, like a Christmas, like a booze podcast. Everybody bring a drink.
All freaky,
and everybody bring an ornament, and we'll discuss.
Bring an ornament. Show us your favorite ornament. Can we get Jared to dress up like Santa and come in on the end and sing like a song. Well, not sing.
That should be the surprise that we don't reveal at the end.
Okay, let's do. I don't see it
the
happening.
The possibilities are endless. We'll have a Phreak Show Christmas show.
We can do it for like a fundraiser, raise money for charity.
Let's do it. You know what? That's
brainstorming
awesome
on
idea.
the air. But this is a great idea right now.
That really is. That is such a great idea.
We'll have to talk about this, and we get people to pop in for 5 minutes, like we can get Ian to pop in and some other people from our site.
I love this idea now.
We get Ashley and Lou to come in. We have to brainstorm this, workshop this, and we're going to come up with something between now and Christmas.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we will. This is a great idea.
Especially because I gotta say, like, fundraising this year is really hard. The economy sucks. You know, everybody's struggling a little bit, and like the DCC, obviously everybody's participating. So there's like so many posts about
everyone's split up. Yeah, which is fine. We're
struggling.
Yeah, I think with that one though, most people, you know, everyone's got. I don't want to say everyone. There's so many people who have their own page. You got like Ian's got his, Lisa's got hers. Everyone's got their own. So it's like,
and collectively,
one,
that's
but
fine.
You might not give to other because it's all going to the same place at the end of the day. So
right. So that's what I was about to say. Like
good.
Collectively, it's fine because it's all going to the same place, and that's our. We still, you know, the DCC. A lot of people don't know is the NFL's biggest fundraiser in the whole NFL, and maybe even all sports. Now. You think so?
I think so.
I think that's awesome.
Because twice in my life, and not that long ago, probably like within the past 5 or 6 years, I was at the game as a member of the media when they passed out the check and they bring everyone on the field. And, you know, there's Mr. Ross, Tom Garfinkel. They get the big giant check. They hand it over to the people from Sylvester. And they got all the people behind them where that money's helped save their lives, or at least extended their lives to a point. And I've been on the field for that, not far, you know, as a member of the media. And, you know, it's tears because people's lives have been saved by this money. And it's the 2 times I've done it, it's the most emotional thing I've probably ever been a part of in like that realm, because it's like these people are standing behind them and it's not it's really saved their lives. Like you see the results that they're standing there because of this money.
They're in front of you, and they're participating in the event too. Like I met some women last year at the event, and I was in tears too, because, you know, they have the bell they can ring and they have their names like all for living proof. And my Aunt Lisa was a survivor, a new survivor, like just at that event. Like she became clean of her cancer like right before that. And she did the walk with us. And it is so emotional. It really is. And it's great to see, you know, the survivors out there walking and still participating and giving back to the cause that helped them get through it. So that's something the DCC I'm always going to participate in because it's so big and it's so great. So that, and then we just did a fundraiser for Macy. I don't know if you guys know.
I saw, because I think I did like a retweet and stuff of that stuff.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing. Everybody who shared and like contributed to the GoFundMe, thank you so much. Her story, just real quick, is that Macy's 10 years old, and when I first met her, she was 6 or 5 or 6. I can't even remember now, but she came to the tailgate in her little wheelchair, and, you know, her arms are flapping around, and, you know, we're like, who is this? You know, all the super fans are gathering around, and her parents are telling us her story, that she was a victim of such severe child abuse by her biological parents that she suffered so much brain damage to the point where she would have constant seizures. She needed tons of surgeries, and she still can't walk, and she still can't use her left hand. So recently we had an event at Hooters in Pembroke Pines to help raise money for her to be able to get a new like mobility device. She has her little chair that she can use, which is very, you know, still difficult for her to navigate getting through the game and the tailgate and stuff. But now they make one that you can actually stand up, and it kind of like props you up. So she'll be able to essentially walk with this new technology. So that like really was awesome. We just raised $6,000 for that. So that really, you know, warms my heart at the holidays to be able to have that sort of thing happening. So thank you all too for the support on that. So.
Yeah, and I will say too, for people who are going to share money and stuff like that, just as I always say, share money if you can. If you can't, we all totally understand.
We understand. Yeah,
but
times are tough.
Before you share, do homework. Don't give. There's a lot of people out there running scams too.
Yeah,
don't give money to scam artists. Do your homework. Make sure it's a reputable group or site or anything. Just make sure, it's because there's nothing worse than people getting scammed out of good-hearted money. They're just going to people who aren't good people. So just always do your homework. Because I get asked to share a lot of stuff. And,
Yes.
I don't mind doing it, but I've learned, because in the past years ago, I got burned a couple times. I do my homework now. I'm not just going to blindly hit a retweet or share this because I don't know these people.
Right.
You tell me they're longtime fans, listeners. That's great. But I don't know. And I always will do my homework first, because there's nothing worse than, some people are just crappy too.
I totally agree. I get the same kind of thing. And it is difficult to decipher it, but you just do your best.
You try to do your best at the end of the day. That's really all you're trying to do. You just try to, because if I can help, I've always said this, if I can help, I will. I have a blessed life. I've been very lucky. If I can give even just a few bucks to help, I will. So I like to help, and I don't do it for like, hey, look at me. It's not for attention, but I don't want to be scammed either. And that's a bad feeling. Okay, let's talk football here. Miami Dolphins have won 4 out of 5.
What's going on?
What
is going on?
Now, here's the deal, though. Outside the game versus the Bills, some of these games have really been nail biters here.
Yeah, I feel like the last one it came down to the wire, and it shouldn't have.
Yeah, same thing with Washington. It came down to the wire when it shouldn't have, I feel like. So what were your thoughts on last week's win versus Saints? I knew you were there. I saw your picture on the Jumbotron, you and your daughter going.
Did you see Mia embarrass me in front of the whole stadium?
Yes, I loved it.
She embarrassed me for embarrassing her. And this is the phase that we're in right now. She's going on 9 years old, and I feel like she's just like one of those early bloomer teenager kids with like the attitude is like full on now.
A little bit of sass.
Oh my God, the sass. And I know I was like that. So my mom said, I hope your daughter's like this. And yep, here she is. So fully embarrassed me on the Jumbotron, yelling at me I was trying to flag the guy down for the longest time to get on there. And then when he finally did, now she's mad. So anyway, I took Mia to the game for we do one game a season just because it's very overwhelming for the kids. I went into it very confident that the Dolphins would beat the Saints. And luckily we did. Felt really good at halftime. Somebody said, oh, look at this great lead we have. And I'm like, like we've seen this movie before. So let's just back it up a little bit. Like, I feel like it's going to come down to the end. Of course it did. And it was exciting. I feel like it was really exciting. And the stadium was only about half full. But at the end, when it counted most, those critical 3rd and 4th downs, the crowd went nuts. It got loud in there. We forced turnovers. It was awesome. So I think that's actually probably the most fun I've had at a game all season.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, again, it wasn't pretty, but it's a win, so it counts. And outside of the game, probably versus the Bills and at Atlanta, most of the games this year kind of look like this. Even the game versus the Jets that they won really came down to the end of the game. Came down to the wire with like an onside kick they had,
which has me nervous for this.
Yes, exactly. Has us nervous for this week. So, they won. I always like to say they won, but yeah, you can just be like, they won. I don't want to hear any criticism. They won, blah, blah, blah. But there's also the aspect of, but we know this might not work next week versus a team that might be playing a little bit better or might be more prepared. So
lucky for us, we've been playing teams that have bad record. They're bad.
We hit a stretch of bad teams. Yeah.
And, we did beat Buffalo. So we have beaten good teams.
Yeah.
We have not beaten bad teams too. So it's such a strange season.
This year's a weird year. It's been very up and down. They have a chance to get, to go to, not to say for 6 and 7 this week, to get closer to 500.
6-7.
6-7.
I would be in trouble if I didn't do that.
I know. But let's talk about the quarterback here because, man, Tua, everyone, here's the deal with Dolphins fans at the end of the day. Everyone wants to see this guy succeed. They really, really do. But if you're a fan that's sort of like, I can't do it anymore with him, I get it. I totally understand your plight. Because he did not look good at all last week. And it's not the first time. Even versus Washington, he didn't look great.
If not for the resurgence of the run game, our offense would be
dead. And look, next year. We can talk about that at a later date. But what are your thoughts? I mean, what do you think it is? Because it looks like he can't move. Here's what I've heard. The hip, and once again, I don't know which one of these things or if it's a little bit of each one of these things, or maybe it's something totally different. The hip injury has sort of been re-aggravated because he had that at Alabama last year versus Houston. He got hurt, missed the rest of the year because of the hip. There's something with the hip that might be part of it. The other one is he just can't move anymore. No mobility. Part of it is some people think he's taken one too many shots to the head. that one I don't like to talk about, but it could be true. I guess I don't know, because he has taken a lot of shots to the head that have had him miss a lot of time. And then there's the part which I think this one, which again we don't know. Since he got paid, he might have lost a little bit of the eye of the tiger.
Right.
Got a little comfortable. Hey,
I was feeling that way for sure.
That's what I'm starting to kind of lean to. Like, this guy worked his ass off to get to that second contract and get the $212 million, $156 million, fully guaranteed. He's got a wife now. He's got a couple kids. His motivation.
And he's one hit away.
Well, and he's taking all these hits. His eye of the tiger might not be what it was 2, 3, 4 years ago.
It's interesting because I'm sure there are things going on with his health. I'm sure there are things that is going on with his motivation, and I'm sure they go hand in hand a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
But
it's probably everything, just a little bit of each. But something ain't right because he ain't playing well.
Something ain't right. This is not the Tua that we were seeing, 1 to 2 years ago, with the explosive. Is it? He's lacking Tyreek Hill. Is he less confident for less weapons? Is it like, I don't know. I'm at a loss.
Yeah. I mean, part of it is like, he turns it over so much now, kind of like he's rushing throws sometimes for no reason.
Is he rushing to not get hit? Is it lack of trust in his O-line?
Like he
slides, there's been a lot of sacks.
It's good that he slides. It's great that he slides now more than he has in the past. But sometimes, like, he's sliding way too early. It's like, dude, there's nobody around you. That's the first down marker. You could have took 2 extra steps, got the first down, then slid. Like, it's weird.
I feel like the last couple of games, and I don't have the stats on that, but I just feel like he's taking more sacks in the last couple of games.
Well,
he
took
had
4,
been.
I think, versus the Saints. And I think for Washington, it was a bunch too. I don't have it off the top of my head, but yeah. I know in one of those 2 games it was 4. I think the Saints had 4 in them, and some of them he like walked into them. Not like he was trying to like run away. He like just curled up into like a shell. I mean, again, here's the deal: he makes so much money that can they move on from him after this year? Yes, they can, but it's tough. My whole thing is, and I think some people are going to start to come around to this. He'll be on the roster next year. That doesn't mean he has to play.
Mm-hmm.
They can go out there, draft a quarterback round 1 or 2, have an open competition in camp. Maybe he wins a competition too. He should win it. He's making all this money. But if he doesn't, just because he's making all this money, doesn't mean you got to play. Or maybe they go out there in the offseason, sign someone like this. Doesn't have to be these people exactly. Joe Flacco or so. And that's an open competition in camp. Mm-hmm. And maybe he beats them out in camp and he starts next year. So just because he's on the team next year too, because his contract's tough to move, doesn't necessarily mean he's going to play next year. Especially, which again, we don't know who the head coach is going to be or who the general manager is going to be. But if they do get a new head coach, I think it has to be an open competition. I think it has to be. If they bring back Mike, then it might not be because, him and Mike are somewhat tight. So I don't know, but something.
What do you think? Do you think they're going to bring back Mike if we miss the playoffs?
We got 5 games left.
If we miss the playoffs, Mike is toast?
No. Well, yes and no. Here's the deal. We got 5 games left. If we win just 1 or 2, I think he's toast.
Same.
If we win 3 or 4, I don't think we're winning 5. But say we win 3 or 4, I think they're going to keep him.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the owner wants to fire him.
I don't think so either.
So I think the owner would only fire him if we go like 1-4 in these last 5 games, let's say. And we end the year 6-11. Maybe they win 2. You end the year 7-10. I think that might do it because then the owner can say, well, I put out this statement after last year that status quo is not good enough. We have a worse record than last year. I'm going to look like a freaking hypocrite for keeping them. So I don't want to look bad. So then I think he might. But if they win, here's the deal. They're not going to the playoffs because they have like a 1% chance. Even if they win this week, I think they can be eliminated if some other things happen.
Yeah.
Because they own like no tiebreakers. They need like the Chargers to lose all their games. They're not going to lose them all. They need the Chiefs to like go 3-2. That's probably not going to happen with their schedule because they play the Titans and the Ravens. They got some garbage. Too many things.
And to be real, and people are going to shit on me for this, but like we don't have any business being in the playoffs.
No, we don't. We would be embarrassed in round 1, honestly. We would be embarrassed in round 1.
We'd be embarrassed. And of course we all want that. Like we love to see a resurgence, but it's just like 1 to 2 games too late now.
Exactly. Don't blow a lead versus the Chargers with 40 seconds left. Don't blow a lead versus the Panthers when you take the lead with like 2 minutes left.
We could have fired Greer last season. Come on, look what happened.
Well, that's kind of my problem with Mike. It's like with the people, not so much Ross, but I know there's a segment of the fan base who likes him. They go, well, just give him one more year. Well, if you have the mindset just one more year, he's already fired at this point. So
I don't have one more year in me.
Well, and here's the thing too, Allie. Next year's draft, we got 5 picks in the top 100. That's a lot. So we're going to draft guys that are going to fit Mike McDaniel's scheme. But then in a year, when Mike, no offense, spoiler, might stink next year. Then we got 5 guys who aren't going to fit the scheme of the next coach we hire. Like, let's get the new coach in now.
Yeah, now.
5 top 100 picks and have him draft his guys that fit his scheme.
I agree.
And what he wants to do. Like, putting this off, kicking the can down the road. And I've heard every excuse. There's not a lot of good head coach candidates. Well, if you're going to keep the quarterback, keep Mike. Like, these are just excuses that got us in this mess to begin with.
Of course.
Just rip the Band-Aid off. New GM, new head coach. Hit the ground
running.
Start over.
We have to.
I don't know. Pro Bowl's coming up. Pro Bowl's coming up. There's not a lot of Miami Dolphins players who are probably going to make the Pro Bowl, but I think there's a couple. Obviously, I think the 2 obvious ones are Achane and Jordan Brooks, without saying. And again, there's no game anymore, but it's just more about the acknowledgement that you're
I'm pissed, actually. I'm pissed off that they took the Pro Bowl out of Orlando because that was my jam. Like that.
I know.
I planned the party.
We had the party thing set up where I sent you all the stuff for our site to pass out.
Yeah.
And then everything changed last minute. Yeah. And where is it now? I don't even know where it is anymore.
Now it's in the San Francisco Bay Area where all the Super Bowl stuff. It's become part of Super Bowl week now.
Part of Super Bowl week. So wherever the Super Bowl goes, it goes.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess I'm not going this year.
Yeah. No. Yeah,
it was nice to have it in Florida, and I kind of like the idea of rotating it around, not necessarily to the Super Bowl spot, but like somewhere else.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. I mean. It's just a flag football game.
It's just a flag football game. And
it's more about the week and the events around that game.
Yeah, I think for me, it's more about the fans, and seeing the fans from all over the place. And, I guess that's whatever. Yeah. I'm over it now.
But okay, so we think we got Achane and Brooks. Now I was looking at this roster of who else could make it. Now, one name that I think should make it, which would surprise a lot of people, and I know some fans are going to go, who cares? Our punter, Jake Bailey's had a very good year. Not the Jake Bailey from the past few years who stunk. Jake Bailey's been awesome this year. And I don't know, because I don't know every punter in the AFC. I haven't followed it that closely. But he should be in the conversation to be named a Pro Bowler, which might put a few extra bucks in his pocket. So I would
support that. How do they do the voting now? Is it still
fan voting? But, okay. So you can vote by Twitter. You can go to NFL.com. If you put a hashtag of someone's name, that's why like a lot of fans put up the hashtag this and just are like retweet it because it counts, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we got someone watching from the Bahamas. What's up?
Oh, What's yes. Up? There needs to be a fan club out there. You guys need to organize.
We got our favorite Dolphins channel. Of course it is. What else would it be? I'm just kidding. No, but so there's various ways of voting. And I think there's also a player vote. I don't know which one weighs more because I don't think it's 50-50. It's like, I think 60-40, but it might have changed. So I don't know. The only other player I would think, maybe, let's get to maybe, Aaron Brewer at center has been pretty good this year.
Okay.
I can't see anyone else on defense. Zach Sealer, first couple months didn't do nothing. Minka had a big game this past week. That's kind of been his first big game all year. Yeah. We haven't seen much from him. It's been quiet for him this year. Offense, Waddle, no. Waller's been hurt too much, unfortunately. All the other offensive linemen, I'm saying no. But Aaron Brewer's been pretty good. And I think he should, I don't know if he will, but it wouldn't shock me if he's named a Pro Bowl. But I think those are the 4 guys. Achane, Brooks definitely. Are locks. Achane and Brooks are locks. Mm-hmm. Those 2 are locks. Bailey, Brewer, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's good accolades for them. Mostly that's all it is now. It's just a accolade to add to your resume. But we'll be happy to have some Dolphin guy. Last year we had none. And that sucked. Well, the year before that we had 5 or 6. So
yeah, that was 2023 when we had the big year on offense with like Hill and Tua. They all went. I love this comment from our fan in the Bahamas. Oh, first off, we got someone up from Kentucky watching us. Yeah, we wondered who would be watching this live on a Friday at like 4 o'clock now.
The
We
real
got a few
ones.
people. Oh yeah, real ones is right. This guy, we need you on the bandwagon, Mike. Love your takes. Beautiful. Here's the deal. I want to be on the bandwagon. If the team can build me a bandwagon to get behind and jump on, I'd be there. But it's been a lot of losing.
You can't jump on the bandwagon if you've already been there, though, Mike.
I've been there. Look, I'm in my 40s, man. I've been here since the 80s. I've been there for so long. I built the bandwagons in the past. Right now, there's just no bandwagon.
You're like the driver.
I know. It's like, trust me, look at the room I'm sitting in. I am a fan. I want the team to succeed. But there's also, like you said on our last show, we spoke this year, realistic, freaky. You got to be real about this stuff.
I'm different. I am so different this year.
Yeah,
I really am. I don't even know who I am.
I could come on here and lie to you and say, oh, everything's going to be great. Go team, go. But there's like, look.
That's not good content either.
No, Mike McDaniel stinks. He's a bad coach. He can't get out of town fast enough for me. He's terrible. Our owner ain't the best owner in sports. Off the field stuff, charity, he's great. When it comes to the actual football aspect, he kind of stinks too. I want this team to win. I want them to do smart things, but it's tough.
It's tough, and it just feels like at this point it's just too late for all that.
No, he goes.
You know,
he wants me on the bandwagon to win out. Okay, you know what? I respect that. I will.
We can.
It's possible,
but it's probably it may not even be enough. And I want us to win out. Trust me. Like I love going to games thinking we're going to win. Like I'm never going to be that tanking person. You know, I was the stop tanking girl many eons ago, but like, it's so much. This season has just been a lot. It's been a lot.
Yeah, I told you too at the start of the year. I remember I told you at the start of the year when we were talking about this show. I go, look, this might be a rough year. So some weeks we're going to have to find fun stuff to do to kill time because I don't want to talk about it.
That's where the show came from.
That's where the show. I go, look, we're doing a fun show because I got a bunch of other shows where we actually talk about X's and O's. Who's really? I go, this show doesn't need to be that because even I need a break from that stuff. They have some fun.
We keep it real here because we all feel the same kind of way.
Yeah, I'm like, so don't quit on me if we have a couple bad weeks. I'm telling you right now, we're going to have more than a few bad weeks. And unfortunately, we did.
But there's still a lot of fun things coming.
Oh, there's fun things. Look,
MetLife takeovers this weekend.
MetLife takeover,
which is always a blast.
In October, like when I came down, that was a fun weekend we all had together. Like, there's fun things around the team and stuff to do. But it's more fun when the team actually like wins consistently. And and I don't mean like beat Washington and the Saints like we did, where it's like, they won, but man, that was freaking boring and they look bad. Like actually win, like that game versus the Bills. If we did that like 9 times this year, oh man, this fan base be juiced up.
And that's what's so frustrating because now
not even do it 10 times, just do it like 8 or 9 times. So like, holy cow, this is great.
It was like a time where I was like, we're not winning any more games. We're not winning anymore. And now here we are winning games. What is happening, Dolphins?
I don't know.
Stop this.
It's crazy. So
I feel like I'm like, I don't bipolar or something.
It's like a bizarro world where at the start of the year, when you have all this, energy and optimism, we're going to win. That's when they like piss us off the most and they like blow these games. And then when you've like, well, this season's over. That's when they start winning. It's like, well, now you're going to start winning on me? Why couldn't do this in September?
I know. But at least, I'm still looking forward to. I'm not going to MetLife Takeover this year. I went like 2 years consecutively.
That's what I was going to ask you if you've ever
I'm not
been
going.
Before.
I've been, and it's cold and it's miserable.
It's never September, October. It's always like end of the year. Seems like.
Like I do have a lot of friends with the Jets fan base, and like they always make it a good time. Like I don't want to say it wasn't a good time, but the last game I was there was the year that JP got injured. And that was
a Black Friday game.
Yes, it was a Black Friday game, and it was devastating. And so I haven't been since. And I probably go maybe in a few years again. But it's a big tailgate. The Dolphins NYC, they do such a good job.
They do great work.
Yeah,
Igor raises Igor and
Michelle
they
do such a good job.
So much money for charity.
Yeah.
And they do great work. And for them on the years where it is like a Black Friday or it's like the last game of the year, he's like, oh, I feel bad for them. And because for them, they need this. Really September, October for A, weather, B, fundraising, and C, just have a game that might matter. It always ends
up at this time. It always ends up like around Thanksgiving.
It does. They haven't had one like in September, October in a while.
Yeah.
Which stinks. But okay, so we're gonna end the show here with a Florida man game. I got two doozies of a story here. So here's for those of you who might be watching for the first time or whatever. I read 2 stories. One of them happened in Florida because we know. Look. our favorite teams in Florida. We know. She lives there, Allie. Trust me, she knows.
Oh, listen, I gotta like really roast all you people up north right now because what is it? It's like 86 degrees here today.
Yeah, and it's 24 right now. When I left my house this morning at about 8:30 because I had an appointment. That's usually when we record like 8:39ish. And I go, I can't. I have an appointment. It was 10 degrees. 10 degrees.
No.
It's up to 24 right now.
No, you can keep that. The snow is not for me. I might be wearing this hat, but that's the extent of my winter gear. And I moved here for a reason and I never looked back. And, you know, Christmas is beautiful here still. Like a lot of people want to say, well, you can't have real Christmas because you don't have seasons, you don't have snow.
Yeah, you can.
But we have palm trees with Christmas lights everywhere. It is beautiful. So if you've never been to Florida during the holidays, I highly advise trying it out.
Yeah, I was there last year. Actually, I think it was this week last year when we played the Jets in Miami. I think it was like first or second week of December. I was down there. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Right here, someone in our chat saying it was 11 in New Jersey this morning.
No.
And someone else in upstate New York, probably not far from me. 18 in upstate New York, probably not far from me. Yeah. So, yeah, it was cold.
Well, I grew up in Pennsylvania, and so I know what it's all about.
You know. That's part of this little snow belt area.
Yeah. You'll have the first fall in snow, and then after that, it's shit.
Black Friday this year, so last Friday, 1 week ago today, it snowed where I am at Syracuse nonstop. Like it started at 5 a.m. and it didn't stop till like Saturday afternoon. We had over like a foot, and the wind was 40 miles an hour, making driving impossible. So even if the plows got through the roads and made it good, the wind, you couldn't see your hand in front of your face. So last Friday, Saturday was really bad. This week it's been fine, but it's just been cold. So
just stay inside, make more podcasts.
Make more podcasts, have some hot chocolate, and just call
Buy
it a day.
some Dolphins shit online.
Sit by my tree from Caneswear. Sit by my tree and just look at my Dolphins ornaments from years past when we were good. All right, here's how this is played. 2 stories. One happened in Florida. One happened somewhere else. Allie has to guess which one happened in Florida. We played for pride, not prize. No Googling, which I know you don't. But
I've been good at it, though. I think
you've been pretty good this year. Yeah. All right, story number 1. Can't believe when I went to school all those years ago, I am now reading this online on a live stream. This first sentence. A man has been accused of having sex with an abandoned couch. The human furniture coupling was interrupted earlier this month when an off-duty cop was out jogging late one night and spotted Jared Streeter with a yellow couch which had been left by the curb. Officer Ryan Edwards, the cop, reported seeing a subject leaning over the couch, facing down, and it looked like he was having sexual relations with the couch. The cop noted he could see the man's hips thrusting up and down on the couch. As he approached, the cop yelled, "What are you doing?" And the man fled, but he could see that the man's penis was erect. Must be a good-sized penis. If the cop could notice it. The cop said that this man had been thrusting his pelvic area against the cushions, trying to sexually gratify himself by rubbing his unit between the 2 cushions. It's unclear. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, just skip the rest.
No, here's a funny line. It's unclear whether this was a couch or a love seat. That's a funny line.
Either way.
All right. So then they found the guy the next day hiding in a nearby apartment, where he lived. Okay. Story number 2. A man walked into Tiffany's, I'm sure you know Tiffany's, and pretended to be the manager of an NBA player. He didn't buy anything. Instead, he slipped away with some expensive diamonds, including a 4.86 carat diamond earrings, a set of them, worth $160,000, a pair of 8.19 carat diamond earrings worth $609,000, and a 5.61 carat diamond ring worth $587,000. The court document said. So when security confronted the man inside of the store, he went to hide the loot by swallowing it. At first, they didn't have any proof on camera or anything, but when they took the man to a jail cell and they did an x-ray, they saw it inside of his digestive tract. He had to be monitored for a bit. And later, when they were expelled from his system, they were able to take it back to Tiffany's where they were cleaned, I hope, and they found the serial numbers and matched up they were stolen. So, story 1, was that in Florida or somewhere else? the man who was having sex with a couch by the curb, who the cop just happened to be running by, or story 2, where the man walks into a Tiffany's and pretends to be a manager of an NBA star, swallows a bunch of like $1 million worth of diamonds, and then had to poop it out later and to be found guilty. Which one is which?
I think the fuck your couch is Florida. That just is totally Florida to me. Everything about it. Sorry.
You just. Hold on. I have a picture of the guy who. Sorry for the cursing, but fucked his couch. Where's the picture? Where's the picture?
Cannot.
Here it is. This looks like it. Now look, I'm gonna put a picture on the screen. If whatever image you have in your head of someone who fucks a couch, it's this guy.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
He's a couch fucker.
Yeah.
Couch
fucker.
fucker.
And he's on drugs. And yeah. I would agree. Hopefully he's not like a Dolphin Talk listener.
Well, I'm guessing he's not because you're wrong. That did not happen in Florida.
What? No, you tricked me then.
That actually happened
Philadelphia.
In the great state of Wisconsin.
What?
He probably loaded up on cheese and beer.
No way.
That's where it happened. I can tell you the exact place. I got
those Wisconsin people are way too nice for that.
Look, I can't even pronounce the county. It's Waukesha, Waukesha.
They all have strange names out there.
Yeah, they do. Waukesha County. He was in Waukesha County Circuit Court. This is a true story.
Did anybody in the chat from Waukesha County sound
this guy? Stay away if you see Jared Streeter, which is just the last name being Streeter, and this guy's on the street fucking a couch. I mean, you couldn't write this up if it was Saturday Night Live or anything. That's hilarious. And the Florida one happened in Orlando, and I don't think this one happened long ago. This one happened March 25th of this year, so not that long ago. In Orlando, a guy, Jathan Gilder, walked in pretending to be the manager of a player on the Orlando Magic. And he was looking at all these dimes because they go, this guy works for a player on the Magic, whatever. He's got money. And, he was looking at everything. And then when everyone turned their head, he swallowed it and tried to steal it. But they stopped him, called the cops, did the x-ray, wait for him to poop it out. Once he pooped it out, oh, man. So these people, what a country, huh? They said we got to make this country great again. I don't know. This country's got, I don't know, man.
Starts with mental illness.
Yes. What a story.
But, well, right. I guess I lost, so no pride.
That's okay. You know what? There's always another show. There's always another game. And there's always more weirdos and creeps where we can play the Florida Man game.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so
there's no shortage of weirdos and creeps.
No, there's not. What's your prediction for this game?
I think it's gonna be rough. I think the Jets, obviously they hate us, like we all hate each other. But I think 23-21. I think the Finns will edge them. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be stressful. It's gonna be cold and snowy.
Well, that's the deal. It's gonna be cold, and we usually don't play well.
And we don't like to win in December, but we're going to start winning in December.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens this week. But everyone, thank you for tuning in. Follow Allie Dolphreaky on all the social media platforms at Dolphreaky. Follow myself at DolphinsTalk. Check out the website, DolphinsTalk.com. If you're watching us on YouTube, do us a favor. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel as well.
And let us know what your favorite ornament is.
Yeah, let us know what your favorite ornament. We're going to come up with like a plan. Let's chat about this right when we end, and we'll come up with a plan or something. So everyone, enjoy your weekend. Stay warm if you're up north. If you're in south, wear shorts and wear sandals. Have fun. Head to the beach. Everyone, have a great day. We'll talk to you later.
Fins up, y'all.